All right, so there's this guy. Hmm, Zero goals scored, zero assists made in 7 games. Some people are calling him the new 007. I'm not talking about Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, or Daniel Craig, the popular James Bond guys. I'm talking about Jadon Sancho, who plays for Manchester United. Alright, you're welcome to Strictly Sports. My name is Johnbinho, the hard tackling and the super dynamic midfield maestro. A combination of McLean and Javi N'Golo Kante and Andre Pele with intensity and tenacity, with craftiness and gal. And yes, I'm here today. I'm not alone. I've got Ray. I've got Akachukwu as well. Together, we'll be talking about some of those things, making waves, the English Premier League, the Fantasy Premier League, and so on and so forth. So, hang in there. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. Still Strictly Sports. Johnbinho here, Ray here, Akachukwu here. We're talking about the English Premier League as well as the Fantasy Premier League. Things that will be going down this weekend. So, Ray, the Premier League, what's the big one?
The biggest one this weekend should it's the Chelsea versus Man City replay of the Champions League final. Everybody has been waiting for this for a while now. We know this is a very big week for Pep himself. He's playing Chelsea tomorrow. He's playing Chelsea on Saturday, early kickoff. Then he flies to Paris. Then then he plays Liverpool the next weekend. So it's a really heavy week for Pep himself. And Chelsea, Chelsea. What is
So, John, I think it's been really, really good this season, extremely good. I mean, when they won the Champions League final, I didn't even think they were this good, but man, Chelsea has something else. And for Pep, he does start slow sometimes and picks up towards November, January, goes on one kind of winning run. But I don't know. The team looks somehow because his nearest rivals or his closest rivals look so strong. Liverpool looks so strong. Chelsea looks so strong. Man U looks like they are stuttering, but at the same time, they look like a really good team.
They have Ronaldo.
I mean, they have Ronaldo. That's the only reason they are even in this conversation, because they have Ronaldo. But,
oh God. It's interesting to say the least, sharp. But the thing about this whole thing is the fact that this is like the first meeting between two big giants this season. And with the way Chelsea has been moving mad recently, the sky is the limit for them, because I don't know. You have N'Golo Kante. Everybody dreams of having Kante. Then you have the arguably the two best press resistance midfielders in the league, Kovacic and Jorginho. And Chelsea are very good with playing the ball out of the defense, and they can actually change the game in second half. City and Chelsea, what would I put it now? Their bench, their substitute bench is deep. Their squad depth. Look at Chelsea from the bench. They can have Timo, depending on the formation they choose to use. They can have Timo Werner. They can have Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Christian, Odyssean Odoi. And City too. City, they have Ferran Torres. Depending on who they are playing, they have Kelly, they have Gabriel Jesus. So Saturday is a very big match of the Titans. Tactically, the two teams are very good. Squad versus squad match. Squad versus squad.
So today I just heard that Laporte and Stones are out for 2 to 3 weeks. So Laporte and Stones are missing the Chelsea game, they are missing the PSG game, they are missing the game. So I would be really interested to see what Pep is going to do. I think maybe 1 or 2 of those games we'll see Fernandinho at centre back, because I don't see Diaz Ake playing those 3 games. I don't know if Pep trusts Ake that much. Really, it's going to be a big test for Man City for me, because in a while they haven't had they've been the most dominant team in England, but this season it doesn't look like they are going to be the most dominant team. So I really want to see them go against this Chelsea team that they lost 3 times. They lost to 3 times last season, and then this Liverpool team that look rejuvenated. Like, it will be really interesting. And then those 2 injuries at the back. I'm actually looking forward to Sunday's game, chat. Like, it seems like it's going to be really interesting.
You know,
Why Chelsea play so good?
He said, why Chelsea play so good, my brother. And you know, as I say,
oh, don't mind me, go ahead.
you know, as they say, I'm Pep, I'm always flair, and this week is very, very we need his flair because he's playing Chelsea, playing PSG, and playing Liverpool. It can go from being a title contender to just floating everywhere because these are his biggest competitions. These are his biggest tests. Now, he got to the final of the Champions League last season. Now he's playing how they call it? They call it the money derby, the Middle East derby, Qatar versus UAE.
Yeah.
PSG versus
I
Man
think
City.
so.
Now,
UAE. Yeah, UAE.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Pep is going to bring up from his sleeves.
What are your predictions? What are you guys' predictions? So how do you think this week will turn out for Man City? These 3 games.
Early kickoff game is a 0-0 draw. The books favor it. It's a 0-0 draw. Most early kickoffs ends up on 0-0 because first of all, everything will be how will I put it now? Be conservative from unless Thomas Tuchel, the guy I've always believed in from day one. Fix it in the second half. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
John,
fingers crossed.
John, what do you think?
No, it's going to be a close one because it depends on Pep now, not overthinking. Like, you know, Pep, before the Champions League final, it was all why Chelsea play so good. They play with 5 defenders and then 2 midfielders very close, so there's no space. And then Werner, and then the wing backs are so wide. You think he had us figured out, to be honest. And then this dude played against Chelsea with all the fear that was in my mind, you know. And I saw this guy, he played without a centre back. You know, it was just shocking. It was just shocking. I think we'll be talking about the FPL next. We're supposed to talk about the FPL next. So I think that will be the next. All right. So you're welcome back. It's time for us to talk about the FPL. And I'm talking about Fantasy Premier League. Akachukwu is the expert on that one. Yes, everybody knows you can't drag the team. So let me just leave the floor for him, or how did they do that itself? All right, the floor is yours, or the mic.
So, like, this last week was good, kind of, for me. How was your team? Like, what was your score?
I got over 60, so let's leave it at that. I got over 60, so I think that's. Decent.
Like, that average was 65, so over 60. Bad. I got 74. Yeah, I got 74.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think I could have done better. I made a couple of bad decisions, considering I used my wild card. So I didn't find a way to get Ronaldo and Lukaku into my team, and then Lukaku didn't score. I kept Lukaku. I sold Ronaldo. So that was one of the bad decisions I made. And going forward, I don't know if it's going to affect my team. I sold Ivan Toney. By the way, after reading about him in our last podcast, I sold him.
Yeah.
And
I kept Toney.
Yeah, crazy. It happens, Sha. I mean, in the long, I don't really think I made bad decisions. Though this new week, everything is going crazy. Like, so many players, we are not sure of their availability. Mendy for Chelsea is one. Mendy is he has been injured. He missed the last game against Spurs, and he didn't play the game immediately. And it seems Tuchel hasn't given any real update on his availability, so it seems like he's missing. I spent 6 million on him. That's a lot of money. Rafinha, we are not sure of Rafinha's availability. That's another player I have. Bamford is definitely missing. So like it's crazy. And then Mikel Antonio is coming back. So I think if you don't have Antonio this weekend, you really have to get him. So Antonio is fit, he's rested. He has been rested since the Europa League midweek against Man U. And he's come back from suspension against elite defense centre backs. You only have one centre back available, that's Cooper. Ayling is injured. He was injured in the last game. We are not sure of his availability, but he most likely won't be able to start. Pascal Struijk is suspended since the red card against Liverpool, where he injured Harvey Elliott's ankle. Yeah, he's suspended, and so and Robin Koch is still injured. So they basically have only one centre back. Like they have a depleted defense. So that's, as an Antonio owner, that's what you want. Leeds are free givers; they give away goals for free. So you definitely want. Yeah, you definitely want Mikel Antonio. He's actually a new captaincy option. Though I don't know if I'm getting him, or if I do, I'm definitely going to captain him for the game week. So there are two fixtures I think I would recommend people looking at. The two worst defenses in the league this season are Norwich and Newcastle. So, like any team they are playing, I need to target their opponents, get an attacking player from their opponents. So this week, Norwich are playing Everton. Yeah, Everton have they have good players in the market. A lot of people have them right, great, but it's still really cheap. It's 5.8. There's an option. I saw a graphic where in the first 5 game weeks, the right wingers of all those clubs that have played against Norwich have had very good returns. Literally 5 the first game, their first game was against Liverpool, against Man City, against Arsenal, against Watford. Like the right wingers of those teams they played against have had really good outputs. So you tend to target their left side is a weakness. That's what I'm trying to say. So Townsend is a differential, it's 5.4. So I don't know. Anybody who wants to do that can attempt. It's a differential pick. It could work out. I'm not getting Townsend personally, but if I could, I would get 3. Yeah. So another fixture is Watford. Ismaila Sarr scored 15 points last week, but he had 4 big chances. He was literally unlucky to not score more than 15 points. Just imagine that. He could easily have scored 21 points. Like literally, he had really good chances. The 2 goals he scored, he kept making runs into the box. Like he kept making runs. He had big chances. Do you understand?
So his XG were plenty. I mean, his XG was plenty.
Man, like if you don't have Sarr, I think you should get him because his next Watford have a really good run of fixtures. Now they are playing Newcastle, so like it's a very, very good fixture at home. Ismaila Sarr is someone everybody should look at. He's just 6.0 if he hasn't increased by the time we're recording. So he's a very good pick. I would recommend him. Yeah.
All right, that's actually interesting because that's a lot of recommendations. I didn't even know. Sometimes I don't like to touch my team because I believe when you touch too much is when you remove the certain player that you've been keeping for so long. It's that day that you remove the player that the player decides to score a hat-trick. Like Salah remains my captain. Under the sun or in the rain, it's Mo Salah. Okay.
Running down.
So that's that, Char. Okay. So what are the things now? What are the final advice? What's the final advice you give to those FPL guys who are thinking, okay, what are the final tweaks I'll just make to my team right now before we wrap up?
Whatever the cost, get Mikel Antonio this weekend. Whatever the cost, get Mikel Antonio this weekend. Also, if you can, Captain Ronaldo, Salah, Antonio. Don't try to make crazy or out of the box captaincy choices. This is not the time for that. This is just beginning of the season. You just have to keep with just ensure you have a good rank. You don't try to move to fly. Like a few points could make a difference. So just for now, just do what you're supposed to do. Just make the right picks. The right picks will be captaining Salah or Ronaldo or Antonio or any other very good pick you deem fit. But don't go for crazy decisions yet. It's not that time yet. That would be
Okay, what about those who want to get? There's one man they call 007 now. They say 0 goals, 0 assists in 7 games. The new James Bond, Jadon Sancho.
Sancho.
Maybe no.
If you have Sancho, you're not a serious person. Like, what are you using Sancho for? Sell him. He's 9.4 million. What a waste.
Waste. What a waste.
What a waste of money. I mean, like, in the future, it could become a good asset, but like right now, there's no point keeping faith with him. He's not your brother. Just tell him, please. Just tell him.
All right.
When he starts,
Akachukwu, thank you. It's been a wonderful time with the show today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice chatting with you.
All right, so it's been Akachukwu, Ray, and Johnbinho on Strictly Sports, and it's been a wonderful time. And this is where we'll be wrapping up the show. Don't forget to spread kindness wherever you find yourself. Yes, just spread kindness around. Bye for now.